क्या आप मेंस आंसर राइटिंग करते वक्त ब्लैंक हो जाते हो? शायद वो टॉपिक आपने अभी भी पढ़ा था, फिर भी आपको पॉइंट्स याद नहीं आ रहे हैं, क्या लिखूं? आपका पेन स्टक हो जाता है और आपको लगता है कि शायद मेरी रिविजन्स कम है. दैट्स वाई you are not able to write answers. If you are thinking like this, then you are wrong and you are falling into trap of reproducing. See, in UPSC mains, you cannot reproduce for each and every answer. Obviously, there are some answers जिसमें आपने as it is जो पढ़ा है वही लिखना है, वही क्वेश्चंस आए हैं. लेकिन अगर आपने मेंस के PYQ देखे हैं तो आपको पता है कि UPSC मेंस में ब्रॉड थीम तो रिपीट होते हैं, लेकिन एज इट इज आंसर हम नहीं लिख सकते. वहाँ पे आपको रिप्रोड्यूस नहीं करना है. आपके नोट्स अगर आप मेमोराइज करके रिकॉल करने की कोशिश करोगे तो आप ब्लैंक जाओगे ही. क्यों? क्योंकि इतना बड़ा सिलेबस, इतने वास्ट नोट्स, यू simply cannot recall each and everything from your notes and write on the pages. You have to create answer. You have to generate points there only. You have knowledge stored in your subconscious mind. You have to learn how to use that knowledge from your subconscious mind to build the answer on the spot. Remember this. क्योंकि जब आप मेंस लिखने को एग्जाम हॉल में बैठोगे, then you will not have the luxury of time to recall. And under that pressure, in that time crunch, you cannot recall the points. Ask anybody who has written mains with time constraint. So what you have to do? Let's do one small exercise. This is a one simple question. Examine the policy of Ashoka's Dhamma. Pause the video. Think of the points. Think of the answer. What answer will you write? Please pause the video and think of the answer, brainstorm certain points, and then hit play again. So, features of Ashoka's Dhamma. Ashoka banned animal killing and sacrifices, appointed Dharma Mahamatras and Rajukas, shifted from Bheri Gosha to Dhamma Gosha, promoted non-violence, respect for elders. Did you just recall all those points? Maybe yes, right? If you did this, then you are wrong. You are going to get 0 marks in UPSC mains. Why? Because see, what was question asking? Question was not asking what was the policy of Ashoka's Dhamma. Question was asking, examine the policy of Ashoka's Dhamma. Right? So you have to write impact. What was its positive impact? What was its negative impacts? Those points, and you have to give examples to your points to justify your claims, right? So how can we generate points? So basic, everybody uses pastel framework, and which is now generic approach. So you can use political, economical, social, technological, legal, and ethical angle to generate multiple points. But this is not how you're supposed to do. But what you have to use is subject-specific focus and subject-specific frameworks to stand out from the crowd. Because if you get even 0.5 marks more for every answer, you get 10 marks extra per paper, and there are 7 papers in mains, that is 70 marks more. So 70 marks more is either you are IAS or you are out of the list. So that is the difference 0.5 marks can make. So that's why you have to use subject-specific frameworks and subject-specific focus. So see, subject-specific focus means for history there is a different frameworks, for polity there are different frameworks, for ethics there are different frameworks. So let's say we are answering now questions from ancient history, right? So you have to focus on polity, power, religion, culture, and socio-economic base. So if you want to generate some value-added points, if you want to generate points which are different from crowd, if you want to stand out, and if you want to get that 0.5 marks extra, you have to move towards subject-specific frameworks, right? So now we are answering ancient history question, right? So in this ancient history question, what you have to do, you have to focus on polity, power, religion, culture, and socio-economic ideas, basically. So let's generate now certain points for our questions from this framework. We can say the Ashoka's Dhamma policy provided stability to his empire. Ashoka's Dhamma policy provided equality before law and rule of law. Ashoka's Dhamma policy created a strong bureaucracy which acted as a efficient machinery for the government. So you can use example here. He appointed Rajuka. Then he banned animal sacrifices. Because of that, what happened? Because of that, cattle wealth was preserved, benefiting the farmer communities. Then let's say from religious angle, we can say our society moved from rituals, that is karma kand, to knowledge based and spiritualism, that is gyan kand, right? This is how you shift your focus from generic pastel to subject specific frameworks. We have to think from this perspective only. Now let's say critical analysis from economic angle. But because of the Dhamma policy, what Ashoka did? Ashoka gave excessive donations to Buddhist monks and stupas. Because of that, what happened? State treasury was emptied, right? Further, he curtailed priestly privileges, right? Because of that, there was a socio-political friction, and Brahmanical reaction led to fall of his empire. We know that after Maurya, there were Shungas and Kanau who proclaimed to be Brahman kings. Then there was a strategic blunder by the Ashoka. Because his focus was on the non-violence, he left borders unguarded. And that's why the invasions were invited from the northwest frontier into India. How did I generated all these points? This is not certain things which I have remembered and just telling here. See, in 3rd century BC, that is in Ashoka time, what was in the focus? Focus was on the polity. Why polity? Because you remember 16 Mahajanpadas, you remember their power struggle, you remember religion. Why? Because it is also a time of Buddhism, Jainism, and all other heterodox sects, right? There is a focus on culture. You know how Ashoka's son was on the cultural mission. He spread Buddhism throughout Asia, right? Socio-economic base. You know how Ashoka's period, that is around 3rd century, there was a huge changes in the socio-cultural architecture of India. And Buddha was one of the result of that. So these kind of framework, you are not going to prepare after clearing prelims or after studying your entire main syllabus. You have to prepare beforehand. While you are studying, you have to look your syllabus from this point only. If you are looking at your syllabus from this point, then and then only you can compartmentalize your knowledge in your brain from this point, and then you can generate points which are required for the mains answer writing. If you think, let me read this first and then I will generate points, then no, my friend, it's not going to help you. You are wasting your attempt. You may clear prelims, but you will fail mains and you will come back because you will think that I was not able to generate some quality points, right? So don't do this mistake. So what were the negative points? We did that, right? So basically, see what I'm trying to tell you. Study of mains and prelims is not different. You study Ashoka's Dhamma for prelims also, right? But while studying, you have to compartmentalize your knowledge into mains frameworks. If you do that while studying for prelims, then also you can write answers of mains, and very, very, very good answers for mains. And those answers will definitely stand out from the rest of the crowd. You see, when we study for prelims, we focus on facts, right? all the coaching classes tell you that prelims is a fact specific and you have to remember a lot of stuff, but not for mains. What they tell you, for mains you have to do analysis, and then they sell you courses of value addition which is factual. Now you studied a lot of facts for prelims, that facts only you can use it in mains as a value addition, right? Why are you not doing that? Ask yourself. Okay, I will teach you all this in my mentorship. Please join my channel. You can have direct call with me and I can discuss everything with you. And trust me, this is not going to be mass coaching classes like mentorship. I will be there with you. I will teach you how to generate these frameworks, how to read basic books, how to study in integrated way for prelims, mains, how to generate points in mains, what are other frameworks for different subjects. Thank you.